alter the original one, I'll go ahead and rename it something else. That's a very, very basic graphic design tip. Most people may or may not even know that. I don't know. But I just felt I needed to share that. But yeah, I'm going to work on the duplicate right now. So actually, what happened here is that I'm going to have to backtrack because go to history. Again, that's not my history window. I need my history window. My history window is the place where I can undo things. And the thing is to see, oh, there it was. What was it? History. No, wrong history. Okay. No, it's really weird. Can't keep track of my history window. I can't keep track of my history. Ugh. I know there's a history window here. I just know there is, but I can't seem to find it. View, image, layer. Layer is pretty much part of history. Colors, tools. And I'm taking my time trying to find the history. That's really weird. Can't find my history. That's very important. Without the history window, you really can't undo anything throughout the linear process. See, what the history window does essentially is it allows you to basically do this in a non-linear way. You can go forwards, you can go backwards. Whereas if you're doing it in a, for example, Paint. If you're doing it in Microsoft Paint, for example, you're going to wind up doing it in a very linear manner. Or you have to Control Z every time. But you'll only be able to go back. You won't be able to go forward. With the history window, you're able to go back and forward. So history is very important when you're working with GIMP. And I can't find history. I cannot find this thing. I don't know where it went. Ugh. This is really bugging me. See, normally I would look for it and it would be in Windows. Toolbox. The toolbox doesn't have. Yeah, I wish there was somebody right now watching who's familiar with GIMP. I may have to look this up because I really can't proceed without. Wait a minute. Ported, untitled. Hmm. Oh, and there's also animation filters, which is kind of cool. You can do rippling effects, spinning globe, stuff like that. Just show one. Pretty cool. These are like plugins. Script.fus are like plugins, and you can find plugins. Okay, that didn't do anything. Really weird. Oh, yeah, there it is. Jeez, where'd it go? There it is. Okay, so this is actually a 11 layer animation, and you would have to. I think you have to save it as a GIF in order for it to be able to play. Try that. Export as GIF. Okay. Titled anime. Okay. I'm not really sure where the heck I'm saving my. I'm just gonna guess it's in one of these documents. Oh, not PNG, not PNG. Why are you saving as PNG? I said GIF. I don't think you can animate a PNG. Okay. So actually, can you preview it here? Um. Hmm. Okay. I don't know. Let's try opening it up. Open. Where I've been saving these? I think so. Yeah, actually, where I've been saving. Okay, so I'd actually have to open this wherever this folder is, and I have no idea where this folder is. All right, so I'm just gonna have to leave that for later. I can't deal with that right now. But I have a feeling what I've done is I've animated the star. Um, I'm not sure. Okay, so that's not even what I'm trying to do, but I'll work with that later. So I've got undo brushes here, which is not what I need. Let me see, history. Undo brushes? I don't think so. No. Nope. That's not it. That's just undo brushes. Not been able to bring up the history window. Okay. And undo history. Okay, that's weird. So maybe this. Okay, there we go. Yeah, this. It's been staring me in the face the whole time. Okay, so this is the history window. Okay, so going back here, and I'm just going back to undoing it where I pasted it in. And let's see, paste as new layer. Okay. Now see, here's the problem now is that, oh, wait a minute. This is scaled up to 150. So it's still way too small. So this is scaled to 150. Oh, right. I was going to open up the transparent overlay. Okay, so I got to open the transparent overlay. That would be here. Right. Okay. So untitled. Okay. So I'm going to go here, and that's the transparent. That's the wrong overlay again. I think it might be this one. There it is. So this is the transparent overlay that I usually use. In fact, let me just put it in Discord. Take the display capture off. That off. Okay. But now everybody's doing Halloween giveaways. Okay. Jump on the Halloween bandwagon. I should do a giveaway. I'm not really sure what though. I might give away something. Be Halloween. Just see. Yeah, maybe a Steam code for something. Okay, so what are we doing? Okay. All right, so yeah, I was gonna set up the overlay. Okay, that's what I was gonna do. So, here's a little tutorial for OBS. So if you don't know how to set up an overlay, a browser source, no, I'm sorry, not a browser source, an image. It's very simple. You just go into sources, you go add, and what you're going to do is you're going to put image, okay? And in this case, it's going to be my logo. So I'm going to call it logo. And I'm going to go here. And then what I do is I go to image file, I browse to the folder where I was, and that is here. And as you can see, there it is right there. There you go, right there. And you can see There's my logo. There's my overlay. I haven't used it in a while because it was sitting on the other computer. And that is something that you have to bear in mind. If you're going to use certain graphics in your OBS, they've got to reside where they can be found. You either have it on a SSD on your drive, or you got to have it on an external drive, or something like that. So that's very subtle, as you can see. The other one that I used to use is the Skull and Bones. See if I still have that one. Lost again. Wait, let me change this to graphics. It'll be images, so it'll be a lot easier to find. View, extra large icons. There we go. And I don't see it. Wonder what happened to it. Probably in another folder. Can't find it. So I won't show that right now. But yeah, so now the thing is that if I wanted to take, and go back to my display capture. I need to set up some hotkeys here. Okay, so if I wanted to take this item, which item? Oh, hey, I don't know if you're here, Kyle, but seeing how tomorrow the beta ends for Call of Duty World War II, I was going to see if we could maybe stream that. So whoever wants to play that, join in Discord, send you an invite, and we can play Call of Duty World War II. Not a big fan of the game, but you know, it's not that bad. Okay, so this is 100%. So what I would do now is I would basically take the image from here, okay, and what I'm going to do now is I'm going to have to scale this down because it's very big. Or I'm going to have to revert back to what size that was. So what I might be able to do is from here, undo history for this. Okay, so undo history for this one. Add it there. So scale it down. So go ahead and let's see. Yeah, so that's something I need to stress, and I didn't mention, and I should have mentioned it. Undo histories apply to each of the windows that you're working with. So this is the undo history for this one. So undo the size, and the size is 100%. So I'm going to reduce it, but not reduce it that much. I'm going to reduce it to 50%. Does that compare with this? Well, that's 100%, so I still got to go a lot smaller here. So now I can go another 25%, and now I'm too small, apparently. Oh, but remember, I'm not scaling it. All I'm doing is zooming in and out. I still need to scale it. So the best thing to do in this case is, if you can figure it out, is you need to go to the image and find out what the size is. And this is 1200 by 800. You can see right there. 1200 by 800. So 1200 by 800, I know that I'm going to want to make the image at least a little bit smaller than 1200 by 800.